guys, this is Greg Siegel from Codable, and today I'm going to be showing you some terminal codes. So, I'm sure a lot of you have used terminal. If not, then I'll just first show you where you can get it from. But first let me just explain what terminal is. Terminal's a little bit of a piece of software that allows you to type in various commands and do different things that make using your computer sometimes easier or sometimes more complex, depending on what you're doing, obviously. But you can get to different files and access different things on your computer, maybe customize your computer using terminal, so it's pretty cool. But I think the things we're going to be doing today may not be as useful as some other things, but I'm going to show you some fun things you can do on terminal. Okay, so how do you get to it? Well, first you go over to your applications folder, then you will go on your utilities folder, and then it's just there. You just click on it, drag it to your desktop. I'm using it on my desktop just for ease, but you can just use it from there. It will still work perfectly fine. So that's where you find it. Okay, so as you've seen, usually it won't be this big. What I do is I press CMD and then the plus button, and that will make it bigger. I think I've gone to its limit though, but you can, I haven't clicked on it, there we go. You can make it smaller by going CMD and then the minus button. You'll see that down here. And then you can just drag that. So that's how you make the text bigger. You can obviously go to File or View or do whatever you want to there, but it's just easier to do the key command, and then I can make it bigger by doing the plus button again. Just in case you find it hard to read or you want it full screen and you don't want it just stuffed in the corner down there, then that's a nice little way to do that. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a few bits of simple code. We're going to have a few other videos after this one, but I'm just going to show you the basics and a few other fun stuff. Okay, so first off, I will show you just basically what you do. You just click on it, you can see there's this blinking light, this is where you'll write. You don't forget about this just down here, that's basically saying whose computer it is and what computer you're using. You don't need to worry about that. Okay, so a little bit of simple code, you could just type in banner, and then equals, and then whatever you want to say. So I could say hello, and then if I enter, you can see that I've just got this big piece of what seems to be just hash symbols, but it's actually forming letters. If I zoom out, you possibly may be able to see it. So look, there we go. Hello. And I believe you can copy and paste that, and you can do whatever you want with it. You can put it in a forum, or I see a lot of people do that, but yeah, it's just a funky piece of code that I thought I'd show you. It's kind of cool, especially if you want to use it in typography or you want to use it in a piece of a document or something like that, a piece of graphic that you're using. I'll just make this bigger again so I can actually see the writing. There we go. Okay, so once we've done that, I can type in clear. That should get rid of it for me, or it moves it up anyway at least. Okay, so yeah, that's another bit of code. If you type in clear, basically clears the screen to a certain extent. It'll move it down, move it upwards, so that you've got a fresh working space to deal with. That's a nice little bit of code as well. Okay, so for our next one, just type in cal. Some of you may be able to guess what that is if you just enter. It's just a nice little calendar that will appear. These aren't very useful things, but they're kind of cool to play around with. Just stuff that you can add to your kind of inventory of things that you can show people or do. It's just a nice little thing. But yeah. Okay, so again, just type in clear. And I believe it moves it upwards. I think that's what it does. It basically just gives you, again, I don't think it clears it entirely. I think you have to close down the whole thing to do that, I believe. But yeah, it'll just make it clearer. Okay, so for our next one, this is a really cool thing. I mean, if you just type in say, that's the bit of code, and then you type in whatever you want. So I could say, hello, everyone on YouTube. Whoop. See my sounds on.
Hello everyone on YouTube.
Yeah, so your robotic voice from your Mac will come out. You can say it again.
This is a call video.
Ah, I spelled it wrong. Cool video. I'll just leave it like that. There we go.
Cool video.
So you can experiment with that. I'm sure that you can type in a lot of interesting things to say that your computer. I mean, this is, you know, hours of fun right here. You can type in anything. See how good its pronunciation is. Yeah. So lots of things to do there. Lots of things to type in. See how it pronounces it and see what it can actually say. It does say everything, I think. Just type in a lot of random words, a lot of random letters. It will. So look.
Coach soft FLCASG.
So yeah, it will say everything. It may not pronounce it properly, but yeah, that's another little bit of cool code that we've got there. Okay, so there's lots of different things. This was just a quick video just to introduce you to the program. There's a lot of fun to have with Terminal. You can customize your Mac with it. Lots of things to do. This is just some of the fun stuff that I was showing you. I've got, I think, three more videos on this that I've actually got planned. Really cool stuff. This was just the beginning. I just wanted to introduce you to this, but we've got another video on Your Own Psychiatrist on your Terminal computer. We've got another video on how to watch an entire episode of Star Wars on Terminal, and I've got another one how you can play old Atari and old Nintendo games on your Terminal as well. So those are the big three that I've got planned. I'll put anything else up that I find as well. This is from a while back when I was looking into Terminal, and I've got a few things planned for that. So this is just the basics. I hope you enjoyed this one. There's a few things to play around with this, but yeah, stay tuned for the next ones because they're the biggies. Okay, so I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoy this one. Stay tuned.